All right, everyone, 3-minute warning, 3-minute warning. So wrap up your conversation, grab our seats, and we'll start the Q&A here.
If people can start getting back to their seats, we're gonna open up the Q&A session. All right. Thank you, Alana. That was awesome. I believe we are also now streaming live on X for this Q&A. So, does anybody have a question to start us off? Alana, do you want to say anything before we open it up for questions?
I just wanted to thank you guys for coming. How many of you, this is the first time that you see it? Oh my God, this is great. Awesome, awesome. Thank you. And thank you for the people who has seen it more than once. I know there's at least one person. Hey, thank you, thank you. Okay, that was all I want to say. Just really appreciative of seeing you guys here today.
Where are you streaming it? Like, what account? Free Texas News on X. It's really more of a test. I don't want to distract you.
You've got it.
Yeah, I'll share it. Yeah. If you want to find it and share it, that'd be great. And then there's a Spaces going also, so anybody could join that and ask a question from online. That's the other test we're doing here, but definitely the focus on everybody that's here.
You guys are, yeah, the main focus.
If this breaks, you won't even know.
I got a question. How different is the story or the narrative that you have here versus what you thought it was going to be going in and what you learned through the process, about Bitcoin mining and energy?
It became way more about energy, and I honestly was surprised at how much better it was for energy systems, and I also became a lot more aware at how frail our current energy system is and how Bitcoin can help. That was, how can something that consumes so much electricity be good for a grid that can barely keep up? So that was one of the things that I was still, even as a Bitcoiner before making it, I wasn't really sure how those two things tied together. And so being able to speak with a lot of different energy, everybody that you saw here, there's 3 times as many people that I spoke with at length about this, and they were just not recorded. And I just was able to really wrap my head around it, and it was something that I wanted people to understand. I just really wanted to kind of hone in on that. So I would say at first I thought it was maybe a little bit more surface level of what I kind of knew of Bitcoin mining, but at the same time, Satoshi didn't put me up to this, so it's my name on that film. So if I went to a place and I saw the opposite of what the podcasts were saying, I was going to show that. But actually, what I saw was it's very nuanced. It's not all peaches and cream. But for the most part, in more than any other industry, it's extremely beneficial. So I was just surprised at how good it actually could be.
Yeah, I feel like it's counterintuitive. You're like, oh, they use all this energy and it's good for the energy system.
Right. Right. So kind of, and I had to not just talk with Bitcoiners, but more talk with the energy folks and the utilities and the producers of energy, of, you know, from everything from producers to distributors of, yeah, all kinds of stuff. So I was able to understand it a lot better.
Oh, sorry. There's a question back here.
Oh.
So in the beginning, you mentioned, you know, one of your goals was to reach, you know, people outside the Bitcoin bubble. So question one, you know, have you had screenings to people like outside the Bitcoin bubble? And then the more core part of the question is, do you have a feel of that audience? Has it changed any, you know, what percentage perhaps of you know, the normies, like has it changed their minds basically and made them positive to Bitcoin?
Well, I mean, I can tell you that when we do screenings, yes, we've done a lot of screenings with normies. We've won a lot of awards as well from normie festivals. We've also been rejected from a lot of the bigger festivals as well because they don't, you know, they don't do Bitcoin, which is a completely different conversation. But in the smaller festivals that we've done, it's actually really great to see what people say. And a lot of people come up to me and they're like, how can I start mining Bitcoin? And I'm like, that's awesome. Well, go on YouTube. And you know, I refer them to a couple of YouTubers. But so far, I would say it's people just don't know any of this. So for them, they're like, oh, like their minds are completely blown. Because you guys
on their way down the rabbit hole, basically.
I would say that this is the beginning for a lot of folks, and I have a lot of people like when I do the different screenings. I also know the ones that come to me. I don't know the ones that get up and go and be like, that was bullshit, you know. So I may just know the people that come to me, but what I see is like from Bitcoiners, I see like, whoa, thank you for doing that, awesome. But or from some, not everyone, but from the normies.